the late game. Protoss is moving out though with some Zealots here. High Templars on the way, and yes, we are going to see Zerg possibly try to attack right here. I don't know if this is really the battle you want to attack. Good. These Lings are going to ditch, realizing they want to live a little longer. They're not too suicidal. They're going to back off here. And yes, Zerg is playing very, very strong right now. He is just doing everything possible correctly. And really nice play here. The Observatory obviously coming out forged for the double upgrades. Pretty standard play here, and he's going to try to take this third expansion, but this Overlord has seen it, and yes, Overlord, hidden Overlord's very smart play as well. Here come the Lynx to cancel this expansion. X is on top of his game, and X is playing at a very high level, boys and girls. For all my girl viewers, I'm sure I have so many. But yeah, right now, X is playing. He is on top of his game. I haven't seen him mess up so far in this game. He is really playing at a high level right now, and I'm excited to see what comes of this game. He's going to be able to take out the rest of these Lings, obviously, here. And he's going to have that Nexus canceled. Overlord going back here. He's going to know that he's expanding. Right now, he's going to go straight for that Nexus expansion and use his army to support it. He realizes he needs to get that Nexus. He doesn't have time to build pylons and build this cannon before the Nexus. He needs to get this Nexus up. He needs to get back into this economically, but right now X is playing very, very good, and I don't know, I mean, I might be overdoing this, but just the way he saw the DT, just the way he handled the DT, didn't lose any drones. Obviously Mana could have held that a little better, and the way that he scouted the Wandering Zealot off with the Lings to pick off the Zealot to stop all scouting, and the way he is his Hydralisk micro has been in the game too. I expect to see the same thing here. Or he's just mass Linging though. Ling and Lurker here, so forget the Hydralisk. He has made them all into Lurkers here. Ling Lurker is going to be the build here for Protoss, or for Zerg here. And Protoss, if he can secure this third and get the third gas, he has plenty of cannons going up, so as he holds this momentarily, this third expansion in the top left is going to get strong, and it's going to be protected, and it's going to be safe here. Then we are going to see 3 base, so I think as much as I'm complimenting X, he needs to get a third expansion right now. He doesn't have a ton of units, actually, just a lot of Lurker support. Is he going to go ahead and he's going to take this expansion? I was going to say he's using the Lurkers for great defense. These Lings are going to come up here, though. Not going to be able to do too much with a number of cannons, so he's going to go ahead and pick off these cannons, though. Does he have any units, though? Not going to be enough. He's going to lose this 1DT, obviously a support group here. The Protoss Dark Templar is such a great unit. How much better does it get? An invisible little assassin with a blade that can slice up Zerglings like freaking cheese. Awesome unit for Protoss, and I love it. And Zerg players must hate it, but that's what you get for being Zerg. Sorry, I'm just a strong Protoss player, and I love them. Alright, so this Overlord's going to get picked off here, trying to desperately get a scout in, but yeah, Mana's army is getting big very, very quickly, but I don't know how much he's going to be able to attack here, and Zerg realizes if he can just secure expansions, he's going to be able to push this into late game, and hopefully he will late game tech, and we are going to see the tech to Hive, unlike Kenzie that one game, and I don't know if I'm ever going to leave that alone. Sorry, I just thought it was funny. But yeah, Queen's Nest up here, and Zerg is just going to play this off very standard here. Protoss is seeing this expansion, or he's sensing it. His expansion searching has been great so far, and he's going to take out this expansion here. Yes, he's going to. And he's going to very, very quickly here. And yeah, nothing he's going to be able to do. He's going to cancel that, hide the drone in the corner, come back to mine another day, or come back to build a hatchery another day. And yep, right now, Zerg is not in a great situation, tied in expansion. He needs to kill his opponent's expansion, or he needs to get another expansion. As X's great play has slowed down a lot of Lurkers, but not a whole lot of control group, and the map control is definitely going to Mana here, and Mana is macroing up, though, with these 3 bases. That's all he needs for right now, and when is Zerg going to choose to take the 4th expansion here? Here comes the drone back. That was very, very tricky here. The drone's going to come back and expand again. How long is it going to take Protoss to realize that? If he can get to he needs to secure this, or he needs to do some harassment right now, because right now X is playing, or right now Mana's playing at a very high, very, very strong right now, and he has a big ball of army marching in the map, but I don't know how much he's going to be able to do with it, though. Well, wow, but besides the Lurkers, Mana's army is, or X's army is tiny. He has a lot of lings here, but I just don't know how much this is going to do. Is he going to try to attack the bottom right? Obviously, in PvZ, you need to be very careful with the ball, as he has right now. Is he going to choose to attack? And it looks like he's going to attack right now, and this is going to be a big battle, a changing point in the game, possibly, if he chooses to go with a lot of lurkers, beautifully spread out, though. I don't know how effective this is going to be for Protoss here, but Protoss looks like he's just going to have way too many units. He is going to have way too many units, and yes, it looks like the Defiler is out, though, so we are going to see some Dark Swarm, obviously, and he could use that to pick off Nexuses to get back in this. This expansion is finally starting to get ran at the 3 o'clock position. It looks like Hatchery about to warp in. He's lost a lot of units, though. Protoss has lost a lot of units, though, and he's killed all the Zealots, so Lynx could be very strong against these Dragoons. Protoss needs to do something. He is losing too many units. The ball of Protoss is too important just to lose it. Zerg doesn't mind throwing away their whole army, and the lurker support, he's going to be able to hold this expansion, and X is looking very, very good if he can get this 4th expansion up and running safely, which it looks like he's going to have some time to do so, because Protoss' army is demolishing, and all these lings are just cracking down on these Dragoons, and nothing Protoss is able to do right now. He's going to hold off the rest of those Lings, but only with a couple High Templars and Dragoons. And if Protoss could send another group of Lings and pick off those High Templars, X is going to be in a great situation to take the lead in this game right here. And Protoss has lost his whole army without losing too much. All he's lost is Lings. You can lose a lot of Lings. Zerg can lose a lot of Lings. Desperately trying to storm as he runs away. And Protoss has lost his whole army. And my jaw is sore. I feel like I've ate a giant jawbreaker before I did this commentary. Oh my gosh, but maybe because I talk so loud. But Protoss is, right now, he just lost his whole army. His army is going to reproduce at a very high speed, though, because of his macro, because 3-base Protoss is so strong. Is this expansion up and running? It looks like it. The Nidus Canal here are going to be able to get reinforcements there that much quicker. His lurker support at his expansions has demolished a little bit, although at the main base he is still so safe. The bottom right expansion could be the point of emphasis for X if he so chooses to attack, or for Mana if he so chooses to attack. Yeah, Mana's army, wow, I wasn't thinking, it really reinforced fast. I mean, you can't underestimate the power of 3-base Protoss. It is so good. It has a couple DTs with a Corsair or two to take care of anything that Zerg can throw, but I don't think he realizes Zerg has taken this expansion. Yes, he has. Yes, he has, because there's a DT, a sneaky assassin slashing away here, but it's going to fall thanks to the Overlord that happened to be in the right position here, but no Sunken Colony, no lurker support. This hatchery looks like it's going to fall once again here. Zerg just can't get comfortable, can't seem to get the 4 to 3 base lead, and too many Zealots flooding up there, and that is a no-no situation here. Zerg's going to try to take the bottom left expansion right now. X desperately trying to take expansions right now. Was that a DT that fell? Sorry, I missed something. Something died over here. Something died over here, guys. This hatchery is going to go down. It looks like here. Doing a nice job with the buildings here to try to slow it down, but it's not going to be enough. Protoss has way too many units. Storming everything, and yes, his hatchery looks like it's gonna fall here. Observer-free armies, he has to use his storms. Lurkers, thanks to the Nidus Canal, that reinforcements were there, but it didn't look like fast enough, and it not gonna be fast enough. But Zerg has a lot of Lings here. Is he gonna try to go for a counter? He could be going for a counter. I think he is going for a counter. Zerg's gonna flood this top left scene, and there's a lot of cannons with some Zealots here, but Protoss' army is caught out of... As Protoss' army is over here, here comes a huge amount of lurkers or Lings right here, and they are just going to be able to destroy a lot of this. I was expecting to fire with some Dark Swarm, but we aren't going to see that quite yet. And these Lings, it's not going to be enough. Losing a lot of Lings to cannons. Not going to be able to pick off this expansion, though, and this is huge. X needed that expansion. X wanted that expansion, and X isn't going to get that expansion. It's the bottom line. He hasn't chose to take this bottom left expansion. 3-base Zerg versus 3-base Protoss. Not where you want to be if you're a Zerg user or if you're a ToT fan. We are seeing Ultras coming over here. Lurkerling into Ultraling, obviously such a common transition. That's why his lurker count has basically went downhill. That was my downhill sign. Alright, 1 second. I'm grabbing a drink, guys. I'm dying, man. Alright. After a sip of Coca-Cola, I'm ready to engage in the world of commentating. Alright, Overlord got to fall here. Not a huge deal. I don't know why I'm freaking out. Zerg's army is now, this is a very careful situation, though, while Ultralists are upgrading, while Ultralists are getting ready. He is at 3-2 here. But you want to make sure you're fully upgraded before moving out, or 5-2, sorry, not 3-2. My eyes are playing with me. Ultras are out, though, and what are we going to see from Zerg or Protoss? He has a couple Archons. I'm expecting to get a couple more Archons, and then a couple more Archons, and probably just keep pumping them. This bottom left expansion is finally starting up in here, but Zerg is in 3-base Protoss, so as much as Zerg can do right now, he's still down economically, hasn't been able to do any kind of harassment, almost